Hey guys, welcome back to another season of Alliance War, Season 21. For this one, my main account, I took up my 6-star Dr. Octopus unduped to rank 2, one specific fight in this war that you'll see, and it almost worked out perfectly. Now, unfortunately, if you've watched my war videos, there's some good ones, and there are some bad ones, and this is no different. I am not perfect at anything here. Some good ideas, but execution is always, hard to do. So first one is this Vision Arcus, and I don't know what it was. At the beginning, I was a little slow on just applying my heavies, and right there you can see I was a little off. And then I think at one point there, I screw up with his tenacity, and I take the armor break, and now I'm stuck. Every time I get close to him, I'm taking that cold snap damage, and I finally get it off. I get back into the regular swing of things. I get off a nice heavy, take off a chunk of damage, go for it again, but again, I was slow on it. Here, I know I can take the special 3 to the face, and I'll only take the 5%, but I still screw up after this. He gets that. I'm too close to him, even though I tried to push him away. It gave me that armor break again. I'm forced to revive and finish it off. And I wanted Iceman for a few fights in this war, so extra frustrating. Next, we've got a Tigra on the similar Poison Incinerate node. I did try and duel her a couple times just to practice evading her special one. And for the most part, I think I only got clipped by one of them. It was just a very fast special one. But I think for the most part, it worked out okay. So that first one worked out great. I think it's the second one. Yeah. So there I take one. But then at least I've got willpower, so there's a little bit of recovery on some of those debuffs. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been. There we go, we evaded again. So that's not a problem. And we finish with the heavy. Next, I should have let someone else take this fight, but I went in against this Longshot, and I just felt that I could, get off a bunch of damage with Doc Ock, and it actually worked out completely fine. This was not why I brought him for the war, which is why it makes it even extra frustrating because I had to heal him up afterwards. But it starts off, I should just also strictly evaded the special ones. I don't know what I was thinking trying to evade a special 2. And it actually worked out fine the first time I pushed him to a special 2. I evaded here no problem, but the key is that I didn't have any of his bad karmas on me. And so far in the fight, everything is working out great. And then at a certain point, I think I miss a parry, and I take a bit of a combo, and then my whatever rotation I was in that was working out so well gets screwed up, and he gets off a special 2 with a bad karma and drains all my health almost instantly. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. And then there, I whiff. And there he gets the bad karma on me. And now I wasn't thinking about it, and boom, there goes almost all my health. I get off a special 2, and I escape without a death. So, just makes it expensive. Here we've got a 6-star rank 3 Korg on Mixmaster. Not fun. And now that they've updated the stubborn node, instead of getting the increased chance for a perfect block, which I used to my advantage a lot last season, here he just won't get his indestructible charge because I'm a defensive champ. Problem is here, I'm terrible at evading Korg's special one. And if you get unlucky with the first couple parries or the first couple dashbacks, there he gets his charges. Once he gets those charges and he gets 3 of them, then his special one is there unblockable. And I'm terrible at evading it. So again, if you've seen a bunch of times last season, ideally I want to push him to a special 2 and drop that when he doesn't have his rock stacks on, just like that. And that will do the majority of the damage. And sometimes I'll use the special one like that just to get off the last couple rock stacks, or if he gets too many. Because when he has the rock stacks off, then I can parry without a problem. When he has the rock stacks on, he's got a high chance to shrug it off. Now, 6-star rank 3 only has like a 46% chance to shrug it off. Last season we had like a 565 Sig 200 at one point, and that was like a 70% chance to shrug it off, or maybe I had one in the off season, and that was much more difficult. But here I just run out of steam here with that unblockable special 1, and I have to revive to finish it off. But it's a 6-star rank 3. These guys were stacked with 6-star rank 3 defenders everywhere. So a tough war for us from the start, but I guess, good practice against a very strong opponent. So there we go, we finish him off. Next, we've got on path 9. We'll continue here with the main account for now. We got Iceman against this Nightcrawler. Now he's got window of opportunity stun with one eye open, so I can't, even if I do stun him, any damage I'll take will go back on me. So here I attack into his block, get him to switch stances early on, and now I can just go ahead and just mitigate the indestructible. So just have to make sure I take some hits if I have to, or like take some blocked hits, and just do not stun him ever. Because even if I do stun him, if I hit him afterwards, I'm going to take all the damage reflected back on me. So this is why dying early with Iceman was annoying, because I knew I had this fight later on, and this was perfect counter to him. There we go. Awesome. Next, we've got Warlock, also a window of opportunity stun, but there's no extra nodes. So when his timer goes down, I can hit him and I can throw off my my heavy attacks there. Now I'm still going to take damage from his degen, but I'm not going to take any of his shock damage, which is why I chose Doom for this fight. Again, losing to that, 6-star rank 3 Korg earlier just makes it more expensive to heal up and attack him here. So this one doesn't end up too bad. Again, I didn't really need Doom anymore after this one, but again, just try to keep an eye on the timer here and use it to actually use the stun when you can, and there he goes. Alright, next. This is why I ranked up Doc Ock on this account, because my other account was on backup and not on this one. So here we got power from afar and kinetic transference. So the beauty of this one is when I get in the right rotation there, when I step back, he gets power locked. So instead of having, like, blocking that special 1 and him immediately moving up to another special, he stays power locked throughout the entire special 1 there. So this works out pretty well, and I think I just take my thumb off the screen, or I flinch at one point, but this works out perfectly. Here I get him to his life model decoy phase. At this point, I want to just keep sure I keep track of his tactical charges. Here we get him off his tactical charges. I take my finger off the block, I think like right after I get him to pop that special 2. I get his tactical charges off again. I take my finger off the block and I blow it. So that kind of sucked. I just come in with Iceman, and this time I don't take my finger off the block, and I can just at least get rid of those indestructibles when we get them and finish him off. You can just take those blocks and he's down. Alright, now we come to the junior account. We come in, and here's the plan. There was this node on path 3 in phase 2 that was left free, and I asked for it to be left for me so that I could take it guillotine 2099 and just run through this fight and build up to a special 3 and finish with a special 3 and get the charge. So here, nothing special. It's a Heimdall. It's pretty beefy, and it's got a I think caltrops here, so it's like a bleed node, so you come to robot, you're not going to bleed. So it just takes time to do the damage. So it's a little bit of a slow one here, but the plan was these guys threw a 565 Apocalypse as the boss. And the deal with Apocalypse is that if he's on the last node, he starts with 3 persistent charges and gains 1 every time he beats a non-#robot attacker. So if someone were to go in with a Ghost or a Stark-enhanced Spider-Man, or someone that thinks they can, one-shot him and doesn't, he's going to get to 4. If he gets to 4 charges, then if you block his light attack, you're going to get stunned for like 0.8 seconds. So my plan coming into this was go with guillotine 2099, get the charge here, and then boost up like crazy and go after that Apocalypse. And we'll see shortly after this one how that goes. So she's a robot, so even if I do die against Apocalypse, he's not going to get another charge, and I'll be able to, heal up and finish him if necessary. So that works out perfectly. Everything else was cleared in the boss circle. We go in with guillotine 2099, stun immune. We go ahead, we threw an invulnerability boost on just in case we get, hit by something. Now, he is a stubborn defender. So the choices with guillotine 2099, especially with starting with the 100 combo, is she has 2 charges. You could use one of those charges to get extra damage with critical hits every 20th hit, or you could get a little bit of health steal or a little bit of power drain. Because I was going to be taking a lot of block damage in this one, especially because Apocalypse is a stubborn defender, I wanted to keep up both charges for stronger armor, and allows me to power control him with special ones, which I tried to use on a consistent basis here. Now, the other beauty of having the charges is you're supposed to get a regen when you drop below 15%. Problem is here, I take this special one and no regen. Don't know why, but it should have happened, and then I probably could have soloed the fight. I have to heal up, I come back in, and you'll see this time I'm obviously not doing nearly as much damage because I don't get to start with the 100 combo. But you'll see at the end, I take a bunch of damage, and then when he goes for his special one and I block it, at the end, when I get to the 15%, I get to keep going because my regen kicks in. I have no idea why the regen didn't work in the first one, but worked in the second one, because it was pretty much the exact same interaction. I don't have any debuffs on me. I'm not sure if Apocalypse has something built into his kit, but there you go. Regen kicks in and allows me to go in and finish the fight. So only 1 death against a 565 Apocalypse boss. So I think that the plan worked out great. I might be busy for the next couple wars, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.